everyone, I'm Jake.
And I'm Mary. And this is Diesel. You've seen him in a few episodes.
And we are Broads of Bourbon, not you.
Today, we are actually going to be reviewing a bottle of this new Woodford that came out. By the time you see this episode, it'll have probably been out for a while. But I was gifted this by good friend Sal at Liquor Lineup in Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Thank you, Sal.
Thank you, Sal.
We're going to treasure this. This is the Barrel Finish Select Woodford Reserve. It is the double oaked Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in heavy toasted new oak. The liquid profile is extra aged. We love the liquid profile.
Ooh.
Volume 700 milliliters. Proof 90.4. Alcohol 45.2%, which is half the proof of 90.4.
And that's what the bottle says. So I haven't had a lot of Woodford Reserve, just in general. I've had like the normal offerings, I guess you could say, especially in like cocktails and stuff. Like every bar has it. But my friends who do like whiskey and aren't really into like barrel clubs and all that stuff, they've all told me that they really liked the double oaked Woodford Reserve, which has been out much longer than this fella. So I'm interested to see how the double oak compares.
Yeah.
It has double in it, and if you're from California, you know that a double is the cream of the crop. Nobody does it better, all right? So I'm hoping that this can compare to an In-N-Out cheeseburger somehow, but I won't get my hopes up.
And also, if y'all go back to the original first season, we had a rapper on the show with us, and we unbottled a double oak at that time. Not the same bottle, cheaper price point. That was delicious. I think that had a chocolate profile.
Link in the
T-Dot.
description below.
I think it was T-Dot. I think that was the guy. I don't know if he's still rapping, but it was fun.
So, one cool thing about Woodford is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Dork, in the comments, but I believe Woodford is one of the few distilleries that still actually makes and chars their own barrels. So they have a lot of like creative control when it comes to actually double oaking these barrels. And from what I understand, they make bourbon, and then they take that bourbon that's made and then put it into another freshly charred oak barrel, and that would be the double oak. And then from there, this one would get transferred into another freshly charred oak barrel for the double oakage. Price point wise, the normal double oaked usually comes in around like $50, especially at like places like Costco and Sam's. It's pretty readily available. This fella though is more of an annual release, and it definitely has a higher MSRP. It's usually hovering around the 200 range. So hopefully it tastes better than the double oaked that is so loved and enjoyed by many. I don't know anything about the mash bill. I have no idea.
I think the mash bill for Woodford, this traditional one, is 72, 18, 10. But I did enjoy the double oaked when I tried it, and I'm pretty optimistic I might enjoy this bad bumble jumbo too.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, if you consider the different, because this was finished in a heavy char, char has a lot to do with different complexities. As we all know the woods, because basically like...
You know nothing about wood.
I don't, but we know the wood stuff with the staving. So when you do different cuts of wood and you char them post, char, whatever, at different temperatures, you get different complexities. Chocolate ends up being one of my favorite complexities because of how you char these barrels. So I have a good feeling about this.
Let's pop it. So satisfying. Glugginess. Should I be like a fancy waiter? Oh, we have this lovely...
If you drop that bottle,
I'm dropping
on
it.
Diesel.
All right,
Let's do this.
let's try it. I mean, so on the nose, it smells really good. It's very spicy. It smells like a higher proof than it is. Very spicy, very tasty, very like, not, I don't know if smoky is the word.
I think it's hard for me to drink under 100 proof because we usually drink gasoline. So anything under 100 to me loses its complexity. It tastes watered down.
It's not terrible. The nose is really good. It hits, it's like a lot spicier and like fiery. And then, okay. The finish, I do not enjoy. It's giving me like cough syrup, like medicinal vibes.
Yeah.
Like a cherry cough syrup or like a really candy or something, like a cough drop. It tastes kind of like a cherry cough drop.
It's funny because I get the cherry on the nose. I get the cherry on the nose, and I can see where that's coming from, like
And-
a syrupy.
And then instead of like a smoke or like an oaky flavor, it tastes more like a fire, like charcoal would taste to me. Double oakage, double char. Yeah, I'm definitely tasting more like charcoaly cherry lozenge on the finish. I don't know about that.
I think, to be honest, the double oak tastes better. I definitely get where you're coming from. It does have like a cherry syrupy kind of, like cherry cough syrup kind of essence to it, both in scent and in finish. That maybe if this was proofed higher, it might have tasted better. Like I said, under 100 proof, it starts to lose its luster for me. And especially depending on how they proofed it down, it tastes watered down. I don't know if you get that too.
Not necessarily watered down. It's just, this is like, it's very different from other bourbons, whiskeys, ryes that I've tried in terms of flavor profile. It is very unique. I'll give them that. It is very unique. I don't think there's anything else on the market that tastes like this bottle. I don't know if being higher proof would help it. It's already very spicy. To me, to sum this bottle up, it tastes like a forest fire, but not in a good way. Like this tastes like the LA fires or something. Like it's acrid to me. It's too spicy. For being proofed down, it's too spicy. Like I don't get a lot of sweetness. I get that like cherry lozenge, charcoal taste on the finish, and that kind of kills it. Like the nose and the initial taste on the palate is much better than the finish. I think the finish kind of throws it all away for me. And for the price point too, I'm like, this is a $200 bottle. I would expect it to be more fun at least, or at least easily palatable. I'm not saying it's horrible. This is definitely better than like the base OGD bottles, like the 80 proof Old Granddad and like that.
I will take that as a compliment.
If you handed me the choice of this bottle or Wild Turkey 101, I'm gonna take the Wild Turkey 101 any day of the week.
Clear decision.
Because I could get like 10 bottles of Wild Turkey 101 for the price of one bottle of this.
And it's delicious.
And it's delicious.
Made with high quality ingredients.
I mean, it is unique. It is an annual release, so it's like rare and taterful for all those weird collector folk. But I don't think I would recommend this to a friend. I haven't tried the regular double oaked, but everybody that I know who has tried it says the regular double oaked is delicious.
It is.
And it's only $50 usually.
What I'm getting now, Paul's cherry lozenger dropped in a rick house on that dusty, moldy, mildewy ground, found 6 months later, dusted off and put in your mouth. That is what I'm getting here. So if you've ever been into a rick house and it smells like that very earthy, like mildewy taste, like smell, they somehow were able to bottle that
like it smells so much sweeter on the nose than it actually tastes. So
Yeah,
it's
the
very
cherry.
deceiving.
Did you get the cherry on the nose?
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it more.
Yeah. Want to rate this?
We can rate it. We can rate it.
I feel like people are going to be mad. People are going to be like, what do you mean? I spent $200 on
I
this
spent
bottle.
$200. It must be good.
It must be delicious if
Look.
they're telling us that.
For a $200 bottle, we don't really know the age statement on it. It's speculated that the regular double oak spends roughly like 2 to 8 years in a barrel. So this one would probably spend conservatively 2 more years. So maybe it's like an 8-year.
Don't know.
We don't know. It feels like it's rushed. I don't know. It's not that great. Would I drink it if offered to me? Yes. Would I drink it if I had other options? No. And for that don't impress me much.
Oh no. So you've got the barrels, but have you got the touch?
Don't get me wrong, but I think it's alright.
That don't impress me much. Now, again, if I'm gonna drink to get drunk, it's gonna be something damn good. And I think that while I appreciate people and their experimentation and trying to bring new things to market, I think this just didn't cut it. I'm always weird about proofs. I think when things have more complexity, they're higher proof and you can do whatever the heck you want to it. You can add water, you can add ice to give it the preferred proof profile that you like. But I feel like when I drink this, the proof is very separate from the whiskey. So while it is in the 90s, 90,
Point
90,
something.
it tastes 90. And this might be because of the price point and what they're trying to accomplish with it being a sipper. Something that someone would enjoy in their study with a nice cigar. I don't smoke, and I don't have a study. But if I did, it wouldn't be this.
Yeah. This still comes off to me as like, if you're the type of person that like loves an overly toasted marshmallow, like you light it on fire and let it burn until it's black before you eat it. Same thing with like cheap hot dogs at like a park cookout. If you're the person that likes a charred, dry hot dog, this very well could be in your flavor profile. I would drink Ardbeg 10 before I drink this if I wanted smoke, but this just ain't. This isn't making my bird twitch, if you know what I mean. It's not really doing anything for me. I don't want to try it again, and I don't think I will.
Never given a whiskey that kind of rating before, I think, unless it was Old Granddad.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take that, Maria. Thank you.
It's not worth the price. So
Not
if you
worth
see
the
it on the
price.
shelf, don't.
Yeah, if this was $50, $60, maybe it would.
Curious.
I'd be like, oh, yeah, go and try it. For $200 MSRP, assuming you can even find it, no. But if somebody's like, I don't like this, I'll sell it to you for $50, I'd be like, yeah, buy it and try it, and
Then
maybe you can
sell
make
it
it.
again, then sell it again.
Yeah, maybe you can make a cool cocktail with this. This might have redeeming qualities in a cocktail.
No,
Maybe.
maybe.
I don't know.
This is a whiskey.
People make Malort taste good in cocktails, so if they can do that, I'm sure this could thrive somewhere in somebody's cabinet.
What did you give me? You didn't give it a 1.
No, I thought Malort was not bad, honestly. I think it gets you drunk.
Okay, so if we think Malort tastes better than this, get it together, Woodford.